Y'all looking at me like, damn, he's back, but none of y'all noticed that I have my shirt inside out. Regardless, we're gonna go ahead and practice the nipple approach on the New York Yankees. This is where you want to place your blocker once we're done with the nipple approach. You're gonna do these simulations until you get the perfect run, meaning you go ahead and simulate these territories and you lose either no fans or you lose at most 1 million fans. Hopefully we don't lose any, and look at that, we have the perfect simulation. After that, all we're gonna do is capture all of these open territories in order to help our reinforcements out. And you want to reinforce right here, put 3 million, because that is going to be where the Yankees generally always attack. Skip to attack phase. You don't need to do any steal fans phase. As you can see, we stayed with 3 million. After they attacked once, feel free to move these fans although, so you can go ahead and continue getting more reinforcements. Reinforce that back again to 3 million. This time around, we won't be able to move it. We're gonna have to just keep it there, and it's gonna be stagnant, but that's perfectly fine. We ain't stressing it too hard, and we're gonna go all the way around and capture all of these open territories because, like I said, it helps us out with the reinforcements. And we're gonna look to practice that method with each and every single stronghold you guys see available. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to doing this is you want to make sure that you do not circle yourself in or create a path that does not allow you to basically maximize the amount of territories that you can capture that are open. That is very important in my opinion. Probably the most important thing when it comes to Conquest that you want to do. Another thing is you want to count how much you should reinforce. So here there are 4 territories on that side and then 5 here. So we want this to have at least 10 mil, because if it has 10 mil, then it's going to be able to capture each and every single open territory available. Yankees are going to attack us one more time, and then it seems like the Tampa Bay Rays are going to be pretty aggressive in terms of heading right towards us. So we're going to want to be able to either A, start fighting against them in terms of simulations, or B, get all of the rest of the open territories available. Now, me personally, I'm gonna put 3 right here just so they don't attack, because usually when you have the same amount of fans facing an enemy territory that has the same amount of fans, they don't attack. And with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and look to capture all of these other territories that are open and available. It's gonna lead us to the Braves. Unfortunately, we lost some there, but it ain't too much to stress about. We're gonna head towards the Tampa Bay Rays now. We could go either way, but I'm gonna go through this way right here, this path, because it cuts off that 3 million fan territory that they have. And if you cut off that 3 million fan territory, then they're not gonna keep being able to reinforce it, which is very important to us since it allows us to not have to face their reinforcements at higher, let's say, territories in terms of numbers. Jesus Christ. That only had 3 million there and it was able to wipe us out? That is crazy. Let's go ahead and reinforce this to 5. Get ready to basically go to war. Put this back to 3. And then we're going to put the 1 million here. We know Tampa Bay is most likely going to attack us with their stronghold once we capture these 2 million fans. Those 2 million fans were probably the most brolic 2 million fans I have ever seen. It looks like the Toronto Blue Jays were able to beat that other Tampa territory. That Tampa territory is moving pretty aggressively. Let's go ahead and wipe it out. And like I said, you want to make sure you create a path that doesn't really ever lock you out. As an example, with the Philadelphia Phillies, 6-6, that's perfectly fine. I do want to go ahead and take the risk and fight it here, although, because the way this can help me is I will know better how many fans I want to reinforce here. So there are going to be roughly 5 territories we want to get, and one of them has 5 million. So with 15 million fans, we should be good. We know that these 5 millions will never get reinforced once again. Actually, let's move 3 over to Tampa Bay so Tampa Bay can never go ahead and attack us, and keep 5 over there. 15 mil versus 2 mil should be us easily. It is us easily. Yankees still can't take us. Tampa Bay was able to knock one off. We ain't stressing it too much. The blocker for the Philadelphia Phillies is going to be where that 5 mil is. That's where you're always going to want to have 3 mil. We might even go ahead and lose this battle because the blockers are pretty strong, it seems like. So, not a big deal though. Put it to 3 mil. Come back down here. I say 8 mil should be enough. But if you're worried, of course, put more. And then I'm going to make my path towards the Blue Jays. I could have had a simpler path and reinforced here. but for some reason I just don't feel like doing that. So we actually beat them no problem. Philly's not gonna attack us. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna start taking care of these Tampa Bay Ray territories, and we don't want to go ahead and clear the entire Tampa Bay. We don't want to take care of all those 1 million fans because, like I said previously, they're not gonna get reinforced, so we're not too worried about it. And we don't want to overextend and get towards that 3 million fan territory either. Skip the steel fans one more time. Skip to reinforce everything right here. And instead of having 7 million there, like I said, I only want to have 3. So I'm gonna make sure I leave this at 2 reinforcements remaining. That way it has 3, and 23 million fans should be able to, I want to say safely, get down to the 10 mil and be able to beat it and then head towards the 5 mil. Tampa, I don't know why you attacked us there, but I'm not gonna go back and try to basically capture that Tampa territory. Instead, I'm gonna continue making my way towards the Toronto Blue Jays, and the blocker is the territory we just captured. So you want to place the blocker where this 1 mil is. Skip the steel fans phase. We're not going to be able to reinforce this, unfortunately, because it is not connected. So instead, what you can do now, in order to connect it a little better, is reinforce all the way over here and then connect it. Unfortunately, depending on the path you take, if you don't go down here, you're basically going to cut yourself off, and in the later rounds have to reinforce once again. Tampa dropped down our territory to 1 mil, so we need to go back there. But look how easy this is going to be. You go ahead, capture this, and we're going to capture basically each and every single territory the Toronto Blue Jays have near their stronghold. We want to make sure we do that before anything else. That way, they don't continue reinforcing at any point and basically cut off our path. We never have to worry about going back down to the Phillies. I doubt the Toronto Blue Jays attack that 1 million, and they don't attack it. And they actually did us a favor, went ahead and captured some Tampa Bay territories. So that's going to go ahead and open up the path, open up the process for us all. And we're basically done here. We just want to make sure that at the blockers, we keep 3 mil. So, like I said, this is a blocker. Put 3 mil there. This is a blocker. You put 3 mil here. And then this is a blocker. Keep 3 mil there. Keep 3 mil at these locations, and you will be perfectly fine. Next up is going to be the Atlanta Braves. We're not going to waste any time, like I said previously, attacking all those territories that they have. We want to make sure we get to the blocker. Once we get to the blocker, we're going to be A-okay, and we can just continue to move on forward. Do you want to go down and capture that 11 million territory? Most likely not, right? But you have to, because if you don't go down, eventually that 4 million is going to attack one of your 1 million territories, and then that 11 million is going to get back. We're going to leave these 4 there. Ain't much we can do regardless. We can't attack the stronghold because we're trying to do this without playing any stronghold games. And we're going to go all the way over to where this 1 is. We're going to reinforce it fully. We're going to move these fans over to the 1 or over to the 23. Make it a nice little 26. And then, boom. You capture the Atlanta Braves the exact same way. The blocker for the Atlanta Braves, although we didn't place it, but the blocker is, as you all can see, where that 4 is. That is where the blocker is supposed to be. I unfortunately did not look at the side and see where the blocker is supposed to be. So now that 4 mil is most likely going to go ahead and take some territories back, along with that 5 mil being able to take some territories back. But that's perfectly fine for me. It's just going to cost us 1 more turn. So maybe not perfectly fine, but it's not a big deal at the end of the day. So we skipped to attack. Everything stayed with 3 mil. That's why you didn't see me go reinforce any of the other strongholds. The Tampa Bay Rays, as you all can see, dropped down to 1. So we need to go ahead and place the blocker back there. Here we need to make sure we leave 3 million fans. And after we leave 3 million fans, we should be A-okay. Nothing for us to worry about. So Tampa Bay, once again, want to leave 3 mil there. Atlanta Braves, we're going to move everything over here. And then here we want to make sure that when we do the move fans, we leave 2 reinforcements remaining. With 32, it should be able to easily clear Atlanta and easily make a path for us to go ahead and either, we're not going to be able to get to the damn Mets. You actually have to play the Tampa Bay Rays stronghold in order to get to the Mets, which is perfectly fine. We ain't stressing it. Once again, make sure that when you do this, you take every territory that does not require you to go back for an extra turn. For example, if we would have just went straight here and left this open, then we would have needed an extra turn to get back there. And you're not really going to be able to do it here unless you calculate it and you perfectly calculated the simulation odds and all of that. You're not going to be able to get to the Tampa Bay Rays. So just capture all these open territories you have left. Once you have captured all these open territories that you have left, you're going to go ahead and reinforce at Tampa Bay. Once you reinforce at Tampa Bay, you should be good to go. And you should capture that stronghold and then go on towards the Mets. Or from here on out, you can just go ahead and reinforce wherever you want in order to face them on an easier difficulty and be able to beat them as well. As always, have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.